Guys, if Big Macs and tacos had a baby, Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we are making the viral smash burger tacos. So I'm sure you've seen them on Instagram, on TikTok. They are absolutely delicious, super, super easy to make. I'm just gonna walk you step by step on how to actually make them. These are perfect for a dinner. Like if you wanna feed your family, you know, in a quickness, this is going to be it. But if not, you can also make a single serving, throw it into the air fryer, and you have a meal. Today we're cooking it stovetop, just in case some of you don't have an air fryer, then you can also make these. Okay guys, so I'm gonna put on some gloves just because we are dealing with raw meat. Okay, so to season our meat, we are doing this very basic because all the flavor is gonna be in the sauce. So we're just gonna do a little salt and pepper. Okay. And you can always add a little bit of salt once it's on the, once it's cooking, but you definitely want to add a little bit of, of salt before. So I'm just going to kind of mix that in. To make this a little easier for you, you want to divide this almost like if you're making burger patties. So you want them to be pretty even. I mean, if you want to be like super precise, then just, measure your meat, weigh out your meat. Yeah, so I'm thinking we're going to get about 6 of them out of a pound. So you basically just want to roll it out into a little ball. It's going to look something like this. And over here we have our low carb tortillas, okay? So what we're going to do is just place our meat right in the center. And now what we're gonna do is just press it right in. Now you wanna do it all the way to the edge because as the meat cooks, it will shrink, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But you do want to press the meat all the way to the edge. And the meat, when it's raw like this, it's actually sticky, so you don't need to, you don't need to add any, like a binder or anything like that. It will stick to the tortilla. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish all these up and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so these, I tried to go all the way to the edge because remember, they are going to shrink, okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about right now. Since these are tacos, they end up being perfect. So don't worry about that. I'll toss that in a bit. I'm gonna season it just a teeny tiny bit more because I feel like I didn't get to season it as much as I wanted to. So I'm just gonna do a little more salt and some pepper, and let's move over to the stove. And we're gonna not only cook these, but we also have to caramelize onions. So there's kind of a little trick to caramelizing onions, but I really think that they really just take any burger, tacos, anything that involves caramelized onions, I really just think it takes it to the next level. So let's move over and get these cooking. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of avocado oil so we can saute our onion. So this is how, like a very just easy way to make caramelized onions. Go ahead and toss in our onion. Lower this heat. You wanna cook them on a low to medium heat. If you wanna make real like caramelized onions, it has to be very, very low, and it usually takes a lot longer. Today, we are not gonna take 30 minutes caramelizing onions, but you will see how delicious these turn out, which are perfect for our burgers. So the McDonald's Big Macs don't actually have caramelized onions, they just have onions. If you're going more for like an In-N-Out vibe, In-N-Out has grilled onions. But guys, on these smashed tacos, we are definitely adding some grilled onions because grilled onions on burgers are just everything. I feel like it just elevates the flavor, it gives you a little texture, it's just perfection. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let these cook very slow and low. All right, so while our onions are sauteing, we're gonna go ahead and cook our tacos. Now, you want to do meat side down, okay? Let's go ahead and put that there. We're gonna try to cook 3 at one time. That's why I love these pans, they're pretty big. So we can go ahead and cook a little more on them. This is gonna be our lunch today, guys. This is perfect for lunch, dinner, a little snack if you have leftovers. Some people have like those little, the weighted, you know, what are they called? Little weighted plates or whatever. I don't, so we're just gonna use a spatula to press them down. So I have these cooking here, and just because we all want to sit down and eat at the same time, I also threw 2 of them in the air fryer. So those took about 8 minutes to cook. These might be a little quicker just because it's direct heat, you know, but I will show you how those turned out right now. All right, so we've been cooking them for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. Beautiful. See how you can, how it shrinks? That's what I was talking about. That's why you wanna make sure it reaches all the way to the end, because the meat definitely shrinks, guys. Perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our cheese. I'm just using some sharp cheddar cheese. You can use American, you can use, you know, your favorite cheese of choice. We're gonna let this finish cooking, and then we're gonna add our toppings and make our sauce. All right, guys, so now we're gonna get started on our sauce. Now, this is my version of a Big Mac sauce. I know, I've heard it. Big Mac sauce does not have ketchup, but guys, it tastes like the Big Mac sauce. I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it because it's delicious and it works. We make Big Macs, low carb Big Macs. I use it, it's delicious. You guys have to try it, you're gonna love it, okay? First things first, mayo. So I'm using some avocado mayo. Why? Because it's healthier, because my mayo, my childhood mayo that I absolutely loved and adored, has inflammatory oils in it, so it makes my stomach hurt. I've just had to get used to avocado mayo. I don't know how many of you guys have used it, have tried it. You might have your own opinion on it. Let me know what it is. But today we are using it. It's avocado mayo. We have our sugar-free ketchup going right in. We have our mustard, so this is just plain Jane yellow mustard. We have our dill pickles that are finely diced. We have some white vinegar and sweetener, okay? I'm using some allulose. You can use your sweetener of choice. You can probably even use honey for this, but with sweetener, I'm telling you, it's how it tastes like the real deal, guys. Real deal Big Mac sauce. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a mix. I feel like the Big Mac sauce and the secret sauce from In-N-Out are so similar. What do you guys think? Do you think they come really close to each other or just completely different? My opinion is that they taste very similar. So let's just give it a good little mix. And then we are putting these babies together. Okay, so I have them on my board. We have our sauce, our burgers. We have lettuce, tomato. Here we have our grilled onions that are nice and caramelized. Look at that, perfect color. You can keep going, but for me, this is perfect. I don't need them any more than this. All right, guys, so to assemble our tacos, we're gonna do lettuce right in the center. So lettuce first, diced tomato. And of course you can add anything else that you want, but of course, Big Macs don't have tomato, so this is completely optional. But guys, it's just gonna taste delicious. Now we have our sauce. This is like the little secret sauce, little Big Mac sauce. Pour that right over. And finish it off with a little grilled onion right on top. The grilled onion really is just gonna take it over the top, in my personal humble opinion. Here we have our Big Mac inspired smash tacos. I think they look beautiful. I think they look super presentable, and they're just delicious, guys. They are delicious. They're easy to make, full of protein. They're gonna keep you nice and full for hours, and you're gonna enjoy every last bite. All right, guys, so this presentation is amazing. And now there's only one thing left to do, and that is to bite into these Big Mac inspired tacos. Look at that. They look so juicy. Oh my God, it's gonna be messy. Oh my God. Wow. They taste better than they look. I'm telling you. And I think they look beautiful. But all the flavors together, guys. So good. Guys, I am telling you, if you miss Big Macs, this is obviously a very clean version. You know everything that's going into your meal, into your body, which is super important to a lot of us. So you get to enjoy like that childhood burger that we all, well, I don't know about you guys, but I used to eat Big Macs all the time. So just to be able to have something like this that I know is actually nutritious for my body, that I know is just like super clean, it just makes the experience just that much better for me. But I cannot wait for you guys to try this. Come back after you do, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Now, if you've already made these, the sauce is also something that you wanna keep on hand because that can go on salads, that can go on as a dip, like for chicken nuggets, and obviously for smash burgers just like this. And our question of the day comes from Laura J. Lee, 49. And the question is, how many carbs a day do I have? So on a normal day, I would say I'm having roughly about 50 carbs, but right now at this very moment, I am kind of going back to basics. When I go back to basics, I am for sure having under 20 net carbs. So that is basically where I'm, you know, where I'm living. For the most part, I'm roughly about 50, but right now at this very moment, strict back to basics, 20 net carbs. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the recipe in the description below. Guys, if you like this video and this idea, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to turn your post notifications on so that you don't miss any of my future videos just like this. And don't forget to share my channel with friends and family that are living a low carb lifestyle or that are just trying to make healthier choices in their life. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.